Hi, the topic for today is deepening your prayer life. Many of you might say, why should I deepen my prayer life? I'm pretty satisfied with it just the way it is. Well, there's a number of reasons that you may want to consider deepening your prayer life. Number one, you will see God move. If we don't ask and we don't come before Him, then we don't see the answers. So that's a good reason. Number two, you yourself are changed in the process of being before the Lord in prayer. God changes you as well as the situations you're praying for. Another good reason is we develop a greater intimacy with Jesus. By sitting at His feet, we are in relationship with Him, and it just automatically causes that relationship to deepen. Another reason is we're called to. Jesus calls all of us, all believers, to pray. And another reason is that we grow in power and authority and discernment and wisdom as we deepen and grow in our prayer life. I know I can hear many of you saying, I can't sit for long periods of time. I struggle to know what to pray for and how to pray. And I don't have time. If you only knew how busy my life is, and I have little kids, or another one, I have prayed so long and God doesn't hear and answer my prayers. So what is the point? Well, I want to give you a few practical things that you can do to deepen your prayer life and possibly gain more confidence. Learn more. Read books. There's lots of really great books on prayer, and our church can gladly give you a list if you're stuck. But the more books I read, the more I realize I don't know, and that prayer is such a huge subject, and we can grow and intensify and deepen our prayer life in ways we just could not imagine. 2, all of us have the same 24 hours, and many of us will say that we don't have time. And yet many of us, if we really examine our life, will admit that we spend more time on our phone than we should. We watch more TV than we should. We do all sorts of things that just mindlessly take up time. So what if you decided to carve out 10 minutes, just 10 minutes daily, or if you want to start, just 10 minutes weekly. Carve out 10 minutes to sit before the Lord and pray. But I want to challenge you with something. Don't start talking. Our tendency is when we come into prayer is to just dump our prayer list before the Lord, and then when we're done, then we walk away. I challenge you to sit and be still and know that He is God. Just be still before Him and ask Him to speak to you and see what happens. I am fairly confident that you may hear God in a way that you haven't heard Him before. And we all get it. You know, we sit and we try and do this 10-minute prayer time, and our minds are running and our thoughts are swirling and we're so distracted. So keep a little pad of paper beside you, jot down all the things that are distracting you, the to-do list and the I need to get this done. Then you can just set it aside, and after you're done praying, it's there waiting for you. Another really good practical tip is find a prayer buddy. Someone you can pray together with. Someone you can learn from. I have learned so much on how to pray deeper and longer and more, with more power and authority from just sitting in the same room with other people. And so if you're really struggling, I just encourage you to find a prayer buddy. And I think you'll learn things that you didn't think you would. Sometimes we don't know what to pray. Well, the Lord does know. So ask Him. Ask Him how to pray. And the other thing I want to challenge you with is sometimes we tend to pray for the symptoms. Classic example is a teenager who's kind of drinking, smoking, running wild. It's a quick and easy thing to pick on. We tend to pray for the smoking and the drinking and stuff. Pray about the heart issue that led to the smoking and the drinking. You will see much greater victory when you pray into the root and not the symptoms. So pray for what you can't see instead of only what you can see. And join a prayer group. I promise that you will be challenged and encouraged by joining a prayer group. My journey in growing in intercession, warfare, and the prophetic and my prayer life has been life-changing. It's been challenging, and I've learned a lot. And the more I learn, the more I realize I don't know. So I encourage you, I challenge you to spend a little bit more time each week in prayer and see what happens. Thanks. Bye.